This is episode 58, where we talk about Irish movies, kneecapping, the 30th anniversary of Pulp Fiction, the importance of music and atmosphere in movies, Blink Twice, and The Crow.
We're back. Episode 58. Oh, how lazy is this for a beer title? I got this from Brewdog, and it is called Cold Beer Lager.
Brilliant.
It's actually got the word lager below the word beer. It's Cold Beer is the brand, or the title of it is lager.
But beer and
fair,
lagers...
It's one of the nicest brew dogs because it's not fancy. It's literally
Elvis juice.
It's crisp and
But
lovely.
they contrast, don't they? A beer and a lager are two very separate things, and the process of making them is very different.
Well, yeah, this is a lager, which is...
But also, if you left that beer out in the sun, then it would be false advertising.
Well, exactly. It's not cold beer unless I put it in the fridge. So
Exactly.
It's wrong straight away.
It should be called the lazy beer because you're having to do everything to give it its name.
I feel like I'm a bit dark.
Ooh, it's nice, though. It's nice.
How's that better?
Fresh. Yeah, you got a bit of a kind of Halloween-y vibe going on there. Like,
Oh,
I need to sort something out here.
guess what film I'm going to see tomorrow in the cinema?
give us a
No
clue.
point guessing. You don't know. It's Pulp Fiction.
Oh, the 30th anniversary, dude.
Oh, yes.
Mate.
Never managed to see that in the cinema before, so that's going to be very, very good. And I only watched it 2 months ago as well.
That is going to be mind-blowing. I love that film, though. Like, I think I agree. Like, I know when we talked, we had a big Tarantino off on one of the episodes, and you guys, that was an amazing episode with just you guys talking about the Tarantino world. And I got quite jealous because I love Tarantino stuff.
Yeah.
And then we said, and I mentioned, I think Reservoir Dogs was my favorite, but I kind of just want to go back on that and say I absolutely agree. I think Pulp Fiction is probably my favorite out of his films.
It ticks all the boxes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
Struggling with lighting it, boys.
Creative writing as well, in the sense that where it takes the characters.
I was trying to find...
I heard a really interesting story, and I don't know if it's true, so don't quote me on this. But you know the bit where Butch is in the car with the taxi driver lady?
Yeah.
Obviously, they could have filmed, that scene in a real car and but it's all green screen.
Is it?
Yeah, and supposedly they did that to give it a bit more of a comic book vibe, so it has a bit of a Sin City vibe.
Well, they do
I
that.
love Sin City.
They do that in lots of films.
Sin City's sick. We need to do an episode on Sin City.
So good.
You know, in what's the Tom Cruise film? I mentioned it the other day for some reason. Eyes Wide Shut, Stanley Kubrick with Nicole Kidman.
The orgy thing.
There's a scene where he puts his collar up, he's walking down the street and he's walking, and that's a scene, that's a computer screen behind him. He's walking on a treadmill. It's unnecessary because he's just walking down the street, but they did it to give a certain effect.
Wow.
I've just realised something. I haven't given my thoughts on Trap, have I? Because I missed last week.
Yeah, you did, dude. Trap was with Aaron.
You were wankered. That's why you don't remember it.
Yeah. Yeah, good film.
I'm glad we got that result.
I'm so excited though for that Channing Tatum film.
That was worth a whole
That'd be
episode
much
just
Shyamalan
for him
as
to
well,
go.
couldn't it, if you saw that trailer?
What was your best bit about it?
What was your favourite scene, dude?
I don't think it was a favourite scene. I liked the way it was left open.
Oh yeah, because we were talking about the prequel. Do you remember saying like if the butcher we see him do the murders, plan the murders? Because he's quite a clever.
There's room for a prequel and a sequel.
Yeah.
If it did really well, which I hope it did, there's room for 2 more films and have a trilogy.
Yeah, a prequel and a sequel.
A prequel would be epic because it'd be.
I'm in for a prequel.
Like if they went all in, like full on, like
the prequel would be
style.
good for the second film because it's be like Aliens because it's like the premise, then it's the full action film, and then the third one will be the roundup.
Yeah,
that's what we want to see.
What happens to him at the end?
That's quite cool. But I like
my second favourite film of the year.
Does he get away and start a family again and become a lovely person because he wants that? or does he start doing murdery again because he also wants that?
If I hadn't seen Deadpool Wolverine, that would be my favourite film of the year.
I love Deadpool
Well,
Wolverine.
wait till you've seen Blink Twice.
Yeah, that does look good. Who's directed that, by the way? Because it's
Zoe
very
Kravitz,
M. Night
dude.
Shyamalan-ish,
No,
isn't it?
Zoe
Who?
Kravitz.
Director
Lenny Kravitz.
debut.
Zoe. Lenny Kravitz's daughter, who was in
Wow, does she
the
wear a lot of
Batman.
scarves like her dad?
The Batman.
Yeah, she was a Catwoman in Batman. She was in Mad Max as well.
Oh yeah, she was in
Big
Mad
Look
Max. Yeah.
Eyes.
Can we just mention one
She
of
was
the
in
worst
Spider-Verse. She
Can we just
played
bring
Mary
up-
Jane.
one of the worst superhero films of all time, bar none, is
Catwoman.
Halle Berry's Catwoman.
Wait, hang on a minute.
How bad is that film?
Did you just wait? Did you just say that Zoe Kravitz was the voice of
Mary Jane in Spider-Verse. I wondered why no one commented. It's like everyone's
Wow.
favourite topic. I don't know
Mary
who
Jane's not a big
is.
part, though, is she, in Spider-Verse? Because it's Gwen is the...
I don't know who Mary Jane is.
Oh yeah, Mary Jane is a smaller
traditionally
part.
the one
Wait, do
that,
you mean Gwen?
No, Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
Have you seen the Halle Berry Catwoman?
Yeah, of course.
With,
Everyone has. It's like
what's
20
the other woman called? The
I
one
haven't.
from bloody Basic Instinct. What's she called? Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone.
It's
Stone.
so bad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not
Wait,
worth
why
watching.
are you saying Sharon? What was Sharon Stone in?
Catwoman.
Catwoman. Yeah, she's the bad guy.
Oh, she's
It's ridiculous. It's like the ultimate girl power film that's so bad.
you
Like,
sold that to
everything
me now,
about
man.
it. The
I wanna-
soundtrack is horrendous. The action scenes are horrendous. Like nothing. You need to watch it. It's one of them films
it
like
wrong that
Ghost
you
Rider,
just
where
sold
it's
that to
so
me, though?
bad.
Because I love Halle
It's
Berry.
like Ghost Rider.
I love Sharon Stone.
Yeah, it's like Ghost
Sounds like
Rider,
a
right? Ghost
fun night
Rider
in.
is so bad you have to see it.
Yeah, but on that premise, it's like, oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger films are fun. Jim Carrey's films are fun. You wouldn't want to watch Batman again, would you?
What Batman?
There's a freeze. That fucking Batman.
Oh, Batman and
Yeah,
Robin.
that's a bad movie.
Yeah,
Like,
all
that's
the great.
not bad. That's not funny bad though. Like Catwoman and Ghost Rider are funny bad. So
Saying
you can
that,
like, get
Drew,
away with watching them again.
Drew, the way James describes films, even these good recommendations are described badly because you just said that sounds like a good film because he's mentioned two good actors and said it's terrible.
Yeah.
Last episode he goes about a film that he goes, what is it you said? You said the first 2/3 are really slow and boring, and then the third act there's a 6-minute scene that's really slow and boring. That's the best bit. Like if you just heard those phrases, you go, what?
Definitely not going to watch that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I understand what
Batman
you mean. But it
versus
does-
Robin, though, which is the film you're referring to, is just an awful film, and I've never watched it more than once because it's not even entertaining. It's just crap.
Sorry to interrupt the show. Just a reminder to say we love and appreciate you all for listening to the podcast, whether it's on Spotify, Apple, or Amazon. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, follow, as this really helps us continue to progress and improve the content and keeps us making these fun episodes for you guys. Oh, we're also on these things called Instagram and TikTok. You can follow us there too, as we share short, funny reels on the reg that you can share with friends if you like. Now, back to the mayhem.
Also, I mentioned something at the beginning and I forgot what it related to, and I just remembered. You know, I mentioned Tom Cruise walking down the street in the
Eyes Wide Shut.
That was I think it was 1999.
No, I would say it's 2002. No, 98.
98? What are you on about?
No, it's like 95, dude, or something.
All right. Go on then, Drew, you guess. Eyes Wide
1992.
Shut.
1992.
You guys are both wildly wrong because I know I'm right. It's 1999. So
What did
yeah,
I say? 98. I was 1 year off.
you said 2008.
Then I changed it to 1998.
You might as well just say all the years. Yeah, I got close.
I said
Anyway, the
two
point
out
I'm
of
trying to make.
2024 isn't a
Right.
bad guess.
This point is not exciting, but this point I need to make because I've started it. Fuck, I don't know what's wrong with me. So yeah, Tom Cruise walking down the street, collar up, walking down, and then next year, what film comes out? American Psycho. In American Psycho, he based his character on Tom Cruise because he saw him on a chat show, and he goes, Tom Cruise has got the excitement and friendliness, but there's nothing behind his eyes. He's like so intense. So Patrick Bateman, what he to play Patrick Bateman, he basically pretended he was Tom Cruise. And there's a scene near the end where he shoots that woman when he's about to shoot the cat at the ATM, and he shoots a woman, and he's running away from the cops are there, and he puts his collar up and he walks. I'm like, his face looks exactly like Tom Cruise.
No
if
way.
someone said Tom Cruise stood in for that walk, I'd have gone, that's Tom Cruise. And it's exactly that.
To be Tom Cruise, essentially.
Yeah, American Psycho.
Yeah.
And Christian Bale plays him so well. And I read that Christian Bale in American Psycho actually did the exercise routine in the morning before shooting.
Oh yeah,
that's like 1,000 sit-ups, he says.
Yeah, but do you see how ripped he looks in American Psycho? Like he is.
Yeah.
He looks even better than he does in Batman.
I heard something the other day, and this is pretty movie related, that the film Twilight and 50 Shades of Grey are directly correlated with 9/11.
What?
Yeah, listen to this. I had to Google it because I wanted to get the words right. So, My Chemical Romance was started after Gerard Way saw The Fall on 9/11. He physically witnessed 9/11 himself, and then the band started very quickly after that. Their music inspired Stephanie Meyer to write the Twilight series, and 50 Shades of Grey was written by someone that wrote a fan fiction of Twilight, which then became 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah. So 50 Shades of Grey and Twilight came from that, from 9/11.
So 9/11 wasn't just a tragedy for Americans, it was a tragedy for all of us because we got those two films into the world.
But it was a winner for music.
Wow.
Music I could take or leave.
But I Googled like all the dates of when them things got written and when the bands thing, and it all does line up.
Yeah, well, everything bounces off everything. That's it with American Psycho. That was year 2000.
So yeah, basically, to anyone listening, 9/11 wasn't that bad.
I haven't finished my sentence. There's multiple scenes of the Twin Towers in the background. Now you go.
Have you seen? There's a film with Robert Pattinson where at the end of the movie he's meant to like meet his girlfriend, and like he's in the tower.
That's the twist.
And I was like, oh, that's a.
It's with it's got Pierce Brosnan, and I can't remember the amazing Australian actor that's opposite him.
You're talking about Good Time. You're talking about Good Time.
No, it's not Good Time. No. It's something like This Is Where I Leave You, or Not This Is Where I Leave You.
Robert Pattinson's only done 5 films, so.
But he's brilliant.
He's done Twilight 3, one other one, and Batman.
Hang on.
And the one other one is the one we're thinking of.
Yeah, no, but he's brilliant in this. Yeah, but it's also like it's got Pierce Brosnan as well, so it's like it's a big deal.
Michael Jackson was in it.
Is it Remember Me?
Yes,
yes, I think that's it.
That's a spoiler.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson done tons, and the new stuff he's doing these days is incredible. Because when he did Good Time, that was him stepping away from the general stuff.
Well, mate, when he did Good Time for is it the Benjamin Brothers? When he did When he did that, that's what Christopher Nolan cast him off for Tenet. They're like, he's perfect.
He's incredible in that. And then he did High Life. Then he did The Lighthouse. The Lighthouse is impeccable.
Yeah, that was.
He's done a load of bullshit. I don't know, but then the Tenant.
James, have you seen The Lighthouse, man, with William Dafoe and Robert Pattinson?
No.
Fucking good. It's so crossover horror. James, that one.
Is that Nazis?
No, the Lighthouse Keepers.
It's absolutely. Oh, did you see the funny joke? Did you see the funny behind the scenes joke where they said Robert Pattinson looked like Mario, so they had to make it black and white?
What was he wearing?
He got a red cap
jumpsuit?
on.
Yeah, I'll show you. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. It's the
look, he's probably got a red cap on.
Yeah.
Were they wearing red and green?
They might have been. We don't know. But yeah, that's a recommendation. The Lighthouse.
A film with Robert Pattinson jumping on little mushrooms' heads.
Pretty, yeah.
Yeah, I'd watch that one as well. Here you go,
man. I got it. Give me a second. Let it just buffer.
You got a photo?
Yeah. Hang on, yeah. They've
This
always
is
been
good
like,
for all you audio listeners. Get ready for this. Fuck
Wow,
off.
that's
No.
a terrible. Someone in makeup got sacked.
For the audio listeners, Drew's just shown us a photo of Robert Pattinson in a red jumper and a red cap
it is
and
genius.
blue dungarees
But
and
someone
the
lost their
big
job.
moustache.
It,
Is he smoking a pipe as well?
It's really clever because that's the original from the film. And
Right.
then they've obviously just done like some CGI.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, so it's fake. Okay.
Yeah, but it's genius.
What's the deal then?
But
Right,
I like the mock story behind it though, that they're saying that because he looked like, and that's what they just made up this kind of fan base theory that because he looked like Mario in black and white, in color, they decided to make the whole movie black and white just so he didn't look like Mario.
Love how these things get started.
And
And they're
like,
believable.
Does that mean like William
They
Dafoe
should have
looked
done
like
the other guy
Luigi?
green, shouldn't they?
No, that would have been Luigi. Like maybe William Dafoe was like looked like Luigi.
Also, Mario Brothers makes no sense. Is their surname Mario? Because his name Mario.
What?
Good point.
Oh.
It's like
Yeah.
calling Lee and Doug the Drew brothers. That doesn't make sense.
That's true.
No, makes no sense. It's like me and Reeve are the Faulkner boys. But
Faulkners.
it's not Faulkner, is it? Doesn't make any sense.
Fork the Faulkners. Easy.
Oh, there's a new film out this week that I want to watch. I've just not had the time to. I might, if it's one of those films that's probably not going to be in the cinema long. If you guys get a chance, you might enjoy the film Kneecap.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Okay.
And it's a British film. Well, it's an Irish film, and it's majority spoken Gaelic. So you don't.
Gaelic.
Well, however you want to pronounce it.
Not garlic.
Gaelic.
Gaelic.
If you're in Scotland, you say Gaelic.
That's because you're brought up wrong. It's Gaelic.
Well, anyway,
It'll give you a
it's got Michael.
So rude.
It's got Michael Fassbender in it.
Yes.
But Kneecap is a band. They played at Reading literally 2 days ago, Reading Festival. They're an Irish rap band, sort of. I've not really heard them, but they're one of the guy wears like an Irish balaclava, so it looks like a robber. But it's got the Irish
IRA mask.
Yeah, I mean, they're too young to be involved IRA and stuff. It's after the Trouble. So
Yeah.
in this film, it's the real guys from the band playing themselves in the film, and it's about them being stuck in a nowhere place, doing this band to get somewhere, and then becoming famous. And then it cuts back to them as kids, and then Michael Fassbender's playing their dad, and Michael Fassbender obviously is properly Irish and speaks Irish, and it's majority subtitled. There are some English bits, but most of it's.
But it's interesting they call
Have you
themselves.
seen they've started filming the new Rambo?
No.
Have you not? You've not seen the pictures? I've got one
No.
here. New Rambo. Ready?
Stop showing us pictures of topless children.
The new
With-
Rambo.
The audio listeners, that was kids looking beefed up.
With
Just-
Kneecap.
Look at that.
Cool.
Absolute tank.
With
But yeah, Drew, I think you'll like the film Kneecap. I think.
well, I was just going to say with
you-
Kneecap, it's quite a kind of poignant title because obviously back in the day, the IRA would go around kneecapping people, and that was a big
it's the name of the band.
deal. No, I know it is, but I'm saying it's also
Oh.
quite a poignant thing because that's not by accident they're called Kneecap because a lot of kneecapping went on in Ireland.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
man.
didn't know that.
The IRA
That's
used to
a-
kneecap people, and it was called say there was someone called the peelers. Like the peelers are people that are working for the police. They're informers for the police, and when the IRA would find out about them, they'd kneecap them. So they'd either say, "Tell us the truth," or "We're going to kneecap you." And it's like,
That's
holy,
horrendous.
yeah, it is horrendous.
Imagine you being kneecapped. Like, there's a lot of torturous things that would hurt and be uncomfortable. Kneecap.
Wait, 50 Dead Men Walking with oh god, Sir Ben Kingsley and Jim Sturgis is an amazing film, and that's about IRA, and he becomes an informer, and that's the reason it's called 50 Dead Men Walking. Is when he becomes an informer, he's able to help out these 50 individual people that would have been murdered by the IRA, but because he gave information to the police, they were able to infiltrate and stop these things from taking place. But it's so powerful, man. It's so intense, such a kind of thrill-biting film. It's brilliant.
I think there's a lot of Irish films that are, or British films about Ireland that are really good about, because it's all we hear is like the American cowboy shit, that sort of stuff. Like, it's good seeing stuff in your own turf a little bit, and usually pretty gritty and harrowing as well.
Exactly. And there was kneecappings in that, and there's a play called Scenes from the Bigger Picture, written by Owen McCafferty, and that was the play I did in the third year. And we all had to do like Northern Irish accents, and they took us to Northern Ireland, and we decided to speak like that to real Northern Irish people, and if we didn't get beaten up, yeah, exactly, man, you know what I mean, like talking like that and stuff. So it was like, if we didn't get beaten up, it meant that people believed our accent. So it was a great little moment for us. Where I was going with this, but yeah, there's a scene in it where the character I played was called Robbie Mullins, and he's a massive drug dealer. And then basically that character gets kneecapped. He's a nasty piece of work. He treats his girlfriend like horribly, and he steals money from the gang, and they catch up with him and they kneecap him. And on stage, it was crazy because we had replica kind of blank firing guns, but we had to have earpieces in because it was too loud. So we had to literally learn to lip read because we couldn't hear each other's lines because our ears were blocked up. So it was a crazy, crazy scene, but it was a lot of fun, man, getting kneecapped most nights.
That's mad.
At the
I just saw that on the side of the kneecap poster.
What? It's Paul.
It's Paul the chicken.
You are kidding.
It's on the poster.
What is that all about? You got to send that.
Have either of you ever seen Dead Man Shoes?
Yeah, incredible.
Wow,
incredible.
That's on Prime at the moment, but it's still
Constantine, Toby Kebbell.
Yeah, have you seen the film he does with Jason Statham, Blitz?
It's all right. It wasn't.
It's very like cheesy, like, you know.
Yeah, it's not good, man. It's not good.
Dead Man Shoes is another example of a film where people probably watched it that likes Hollywood stuff and probably gave it bad reviews, but it was like so real.
Mate, it was a masterpiece when he wears the gas mask and comes into the room and you're like, whoa. It was
the twist in it as well. Like the twist when you find out he's already dead is like insane.
But mate, how funny is this? The title is the giveaway, Dead Man Shoes. And you're like, how did I not see that coming?
Because it's not billed as a film that's going to be supernatural, is it? It's just like
calling Star Wars "I Am Your Father," and you're like, well, that's a giveaway. Do you know what I mean? It's like, guys, this is fun. This is fun. Let's think of either films where the title is the giveaway, or if it was the spoiler, what would you rename that film?
Fuck knows.
So hang on. Okay, I'll give you one. What Lies Beneath, right? Should be Your Husband's a Fucking Murderer.
I mean, that's pretty right. Well, Twisters gives away.
Jurassic Park gives it away.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, what else is Jurassic?
Oh,
the Coastline.
Okay, fair. The Coastline. Fair enough.
Jaws.
Longlegs doesn't give anything away.
No.
Stop or My Mum Will Shoot.
Yeah. That is literally the title of the film and the whole prospect.
Brilliant. Is that what?
You've not heard of Stop or My Mum Will Shoot?
Is that the one you saw alone?
Danny DeVito.
Home Alone.
Oh. Okay. Is that a spoiler? Is that
Sylvester Stallone? Yeah. Oh, I thought it had Danny DeVito in it. It doesn't.
Is that a spoiler?
Just Stallone.
So that happens. Did the mum get shot?
No, Stop or My Mum Will Shoot.
Great movie.
Not get shot.
Oh yeah, no,
Stop
sorry.
or I'll shoot.
Does the mum shoot people?
Yeah.
No, she has a gun at the end. She's really old.
Okay, okay.
Have you never seen it?
No, I haven't. No.
White men can jump. That's not accurate. They can jump. They just can't dunk.
Hey, white man
That
can't.
Yeah.
one can't dunk. Uh,
Toy Story.
yeah, that's
Technically,
pretty literal.
technically, that's clever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Incredibles? No. Well, no.
Godzilla versus Kong.
Spoiler.
That is exactly the plot. that's kind of all you want.
Aliens. There's going to be more than one.
Yeah. I mean, there's loads that are really
Oh,
vague.
I watched a film the other day actually that if
Kill
you do
Bill.
want to, I watched a new film and it came out this year and it's a very much one of them Sunday afternoon films where like you don't have to pay too much attention, but it's actually relatively entertaining. It's called No Way Up.
Oh,
It's
that's
on
the one.
Prime.
It's this. They
The shark.
suicide pact.
It's
don't
got
they?
the very famous Scottish old ginger actor that's in all the old gangster movies.
Oh,
He's the only famous person. What's his name? He's in all the gangster movies. He's got ginger hair, very old. Kev, you probably know who he is.
Cole Meany.
Oh,
his name?
yeah. He's in Red. He's in Red Road, isn't he?
Him, yeah, he's in it. And do you know what?
No,
For
he's
what
not.
it is, it's not awful.
I just saw him the other day in Con Air.
It's not bad. Like they basically have
Really
it's a
bad cop.
plane crash, and the plane crashes underwater, and like sharks would like come in that. They have to work out a way to get out because they're in like the airlock.
Nah, it looks awful, man. I'm not watching that.
Mate, that's
It's
crazy.
fun for what it is.
I thought you were talking about the one with Pierce Brosnan and the guy from and Tilda Swinton. It's got a similar.
Don't know.
Hang on, look. It's got a similar title. Look. I will share this.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to show you in a sec.
We'll just wait.
No, you guys should talk amongst entertain the people. Oh, there you go. There you go. No, actually, it's different. It is different.
Subject because we're talking about
A
really
long way,
random shit.
a long
now.
way down.
Brilliant.
But what was your one called? The No Way Up. That's kind of similar.
Let's talk about films about ups and downs.
The exact opposite, but yeah.
A long way down. The absolute opposite of what James was talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
No way up. The long way down.
Yeah, but that sounds like they could be connected. Those films.
Is there a film? Right. There's a film called Up. Is there a film called Down?
I think there
No,
is.
Falling Down. No, there isn't. Eastbound and Down. Falling Down. Black Hawk Down. Oh, there is a film called Down.
Black
James
Hawk Down,
Marshall,
Owen
Naomi
Wilson's
Watts.
Big Break.
White House Down. Downton Abbey. That's what comes up.
Can we agree that what Black House? That one was Owen Wilson's Big Break, and it's not a comedy film.
Wait, what was what?
Eastbound and Down.
No, not
No, no,
Eastbound
no.
Down.
You mean, no, wait, No Way Out with Pierce Brosnan.
No, Black Hawk Down. Is that what it was called? Something.
Black Hawk Down. Right.
wait,
I'm
wait.
just gonna
there's
click-
another one.
Owen Wilson's biggest big break, and it wasn't comedy.
Yeah, but hang on. He did another one that was amazing. Hang on. Talk amongst yourselves.
We're going a bit random. Should we get onto like an actual subject rather than just flitting around?
I'll flit you around.
Because the listeners are probably not enjoying the flitting.
No
'Cause
escape.
For the last, we've not had a subject. We just
No escape. Look.
random things that no one cares about.
No
or I've
escape.
ever heard of.
Have you seen No Escape?
Yeah, that's brilliant. But that didn't
He was
make
having a
him.
great time.
He was like massively famous well before that.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying another great film where Owen Wilson is doing a straight role.
Why
Have
is
you
he
seen
normally
No
gay?
Escape?
Does he normally play gay roles?
The Internship is my favourite film of his.
I'm joking.
What? Wedding Crashes, mate. Come on.
Internship, I love it.
I will not be having a cold one with you.
He was in the French Dispatch. That was incredible. Oh, he is Lego The Incredibles, Lightning McQueen in the Lego something.
Wait, are we still talking
How
about Owen
bizarre.
Wilson?
Yeah, obviously
So
Zoolander
this
and
chapter
shit like
called
that.
Owen Wilson.
No, nothing makes sense. Right, let's stop talking garbage. Right.
Dude, get out your
I saw
Stuart
two-
Little writing. Get out your Stuart Little writing and guide us.
I saw 2 films this week, and I will mention them, and then we can go from there.
Guide us
Do you
from
want to
the
hear a brief description of The Crow or a brief description of Blink Twice?
Ooh, both.
Yeah, but which order?
What did we watch this week? On Cinema Selection.
The Crow first, get out of the way.
Yeah, definitely get Crow out of the way and then Blink Twice.
It was poop. So next, no,
Wow.
right. So I went to watch The Crow, and the original 1994 film is my favorite film. Full stop. So we all knew from the trailer this looked shit, it looked terrible, it looked blasphemous. Like,
Very
why are they even
wokey.
making it? But I went to see it anyway so that I could bitch and moan about it. And to be fair, Bill Skarsgård and FKA Twigs are very good actors. And the beginning, the build up is good. It's just when it actually starts to kick in, it's garbage. But like, you know, in the original Crow, I said this in Kev's film thoughts, so you're probably not going to say, Drew. But
I saw
in
it.
the first- in this
Another
first
shameless plug.
in the first 5 minutes of The Crow is Brandon Lee getting killed and then him coming up from the dead, and then the film begins. It's 5 minute, give you a premise, and off we go. Batshit crazy, let's go and fucking kill these bastards. Cool music, cool atmosphere. This film, the new one, takes that 5 minutes and makes it last about an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh my god, really?
It's love story and them breaking out of rehab together and, you know, getting to know each other and stuff. And you do fall in love with the characters. You forget you're watching a Crow film. If that story continued and something else happened, I would have gone, that was a good film. But
Do you not think this is one of them situations where they should have just made their own movie?
yeah,
This
they
one-
should have just, it was a
and not
different film.
piggybacked
It was a
off
different
something?
film. Like, but the problem is like Brandon Lee wakes up, he knows he's dead within seconds and goes killing for vengeance. This, he gets shot, he gets hurt, he doesn't understand what's going on, takes him ages. He goes back to purgatory. This is a new thing. There's a purgatory land. So every time he gets killed, he lands up in this purgatory place with this guy with a beard chatting to him, going, well, you got to do this. You got to kill the people. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a new thing I forgot to say. There's a whole new plot line. The bad guy is not just a bad guy who sets the place on fire. None of that's the same. None of that fire stuff's mentioned. The bad guy is a supernatural man who's been alive for centuries.
Oh, Jesus.
And what he does is he goes and whispers in people's ears, and the camera goes close, and all you hear is, and then the person's eyes goes black or grey or whatever, and then they just start killing themselves. And then once he's taken an innocent soul to kill themselves or to kill someone else, then they go to hell. Then his soul is saved even longer, and he gets to stay alive.
Do
So
we not
more
think
people-
it's
stupid?
this is one of them examples where they had a good idea for a movie, they could have done their own thing, leave the Crow out, don't piggyback shamelessly off a name, and
Yeah.
call it your own thing. Call it like Revenge, or call it like Supernatural. Call it
Call it
something
Dark
different
Whisper.
and make
Dark
it your
Whisper.
own film, because it sounds
But
nothing
this is
like
based
The
on
Crow.
this is based on the comic, so perhaps that is what happens in the comic. I don't know. That sounds like none of us know. So it may be a factor that was in the original comic. So I can't judge on that, but it's nothing like the original Crow. There's not one bit that is similar, apart from someone comes out from the dead, but it's done in such a different way. And because Bill Skarsgård is such a nice guy, obviously he's got a name for playing psychopaths and serial killers, but in this film, he's just a really nice guy. So when he turns bad, he's not believable. Even though he's hench and muscular and could do violence, you still don't believe he's going to do it. And it doesn't make sense because, again, like in The Crow, there's 5 people that killed it. Well, 4 people in the gang. The 5th person's the head honcho that he has to kill. So he goes and kills them, only them. Apart from the scene where loads of people are shooting him right at the very end, kills them. But Bill Skarsgård just walks into the room and just starts slashing everyone that comes near him so he can get to the bad guy. And that's a bad person. The Crow's meant to be a good person. So none of it made
It
sense.
seems like they've taken a cheap route to get shameless market on like an old franchise.
But they also made
It
him look a
might be
bit.
true to the comic book, but no
They
one
made him
knows
look
it's a
like the
comic
Joker.
book. We're the biggest Crow fans going, and we don't know the comic book.
Did you see?
We know the film.
Do you see they made him look like the Joker? Kevin, a little bit with the makeup.
No, it's the same premise of the original, in the sense that in the original, on the nightstand there's the white mask with that, so he copies it.
Oh, it does have that.
In this film, she's got a tattoo on her body. He gets the same tattoo on his hand, and it's that. As an actor, you'll know the two masks of laughing.
Oh yes, drama.
Sad,
yeah,
and
it's comedy and drama.
Yeah, she's got that tattoo, so he gets it tattooed on her. So when he's looking at that and remembering her, he copies it, and they've got bigger smiles. So it's like his eyes are almost connected to it.
I think it's a shameless cash grab, like the female Ghostbusters.
Well, it's not. They failed. They failed.
Yeah,
They've made $5 million.
If they'd have done their own thing, they would have probably done better. If they brought this whole new thing out, didn't involve a crow, did the whole like death and revenge thing or some sort of supernatural shit, called it something really clever, it probably would have done really well. Same as the female Ghostbusters. If they like tweaked it.
But people like us won't. I only watched it because I've got a free ticket, but I wouldn't have watched it deliberately, and that's the problem. Everyone's got an affinity for this film and won't go and see this, and it shows in the ratings. Like what was it? Alien's done almost 50 million.
Yeah, man.
And The Crow has done under 5 million. Like that's lower than Borderlands.
It probably cost hundreds to make.
And Borderlands was gash.
Well, Alien is number one in the world right now.
The difference is Borderlands might be gash, but it was entertaining to watch. It wasn't piggybacking off it wasn't being like basically grabbing money from like old fans. It wasn't like, oh, we're making Borderlands, but it was called like, I don't know, Resident Evil 4 or something.
Well, that's the thing, that I listened to the director on a podcast and I thought he had some good points. He said that he didn't have an affinity for the film. He said he liked it, but he goes, this is not, if you like the original, this film's not for you. This is for the new world coming up.
Remake a film if it's nothing for the old fans.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
ridiculous.
How can you shouldn't have been allowed to make it?
Yeah.
That's like saying, basically that there's a new Star Wars coming out next year, but it's not set in space. Like, so it's not really for any of you Star Wars fans.
To go back,
you can go fuck yourself. Like,
to go back to Aliens, Fede Alvarez had to take the film and show it to, who was it? Not James
Ridley
Cameron.
Ridley Scott and James Scott.
Ridley Scott's approval, because yes, it may or may not be for the older new whatever, but it's got fan service in there, and you can't ignore the mythology of it.
For me,
so just
shows.
But the point I'm trying to make is that he was a fan of the Alien franchise. That's why he was employed, because he could do it justice. Yeah. Whereas this guy for The Crow was not employed because he could do the film justice. He was employed to bring new audience in a different way, and that's
for me. That just shows complete arrogance and ignorance to the production team and the director to be like, The Crow is one of the most cult up there with probably Lost Boys, one of the most cult following films of all time, and you're going out there saying like, I don't care about the actual fans of this film. Really?
You need to deal with
zero.
You need to protect The Crow as a film. You need to protect it because, like you're saying, it's a cult masterpiece, right? So the idea that the guy has no respect or profound love for the original, he shouldn't be anyone else.
Huh? Say don't have any respect or love for it. He just didn't rate it as highly as people bang on about it, type thing. He goes, "Yeah, it's a good film."
What I mean, I didn't mean. I just meant if you've done the research, you see how well loved. I mean, like, as in, because it's become a cult classic, is what I mean. That it's got a huge audience. Yeah, people have a huge love for it. I don't mean he didn't. I just meant do the research of how much something is adored. It's like with the Matrix. Real quick, sorry.
Like we discussed before. Remake shit films. Don't remake classics.
Yeah. Well, because like this is why people said the Matrix Reloaded or whatever, the fourth one, was like so many people were upset. So many people were upset with this meta crazy fan based mess that has nothing to do with the kind of classic masterpiece of the original film, The Matrix. In my opinion,
trust in watching that film.
Yeah,
Zero.
in my opinion, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed bits of 2, but they should have kept The Matrix as a one-off film, and I think it would have just been more.
Did you see they put it out that last week? I don't know why. That for some reason there's been more people have been talking about Matrix last week or so, and it's a joke where he meets that the woman in the kitchen.
Oh
no,
yeah,
the Oracle.
Woman,
the Oracle
meets a woman in the kitchen, and it's talking about computers in the system, and she hands him a cookie, and it's like,
oh, that's
erase your cookie.
Oh my god, I just got
it's like a joke about computers and cookies.
Oh.
That's genius.
And no one kind of got it at the time. But anyway, with The Crow, there was no decent music. I didn't like any of the music in it. It was all weird. It was all, yes, they're trying to go in the goth side of things, but they're more in the, I don't know.
It's like really trans. It's the same guy that did the music for Tenet. No, like transitional kind of like funky.
No, it's music, songs. It's not trend. It's songs. It's like the original. They put loads of songs in there.
Okay.
The Crow had one of the best soundtracks of any films ever.
What are you trying to say, Drew?
Dory.
What do you mean?
Dory, no.
Like,
I was gonna say the guy that did a lot of the music for Tenet. The guy that there's like the rapper guy that Ludwig. I can't remember his surname. He worked with him basically, and that guy's music features a lot in The New Crow.
Does it? Actual music or just like background stuff, you mean?
Well, hang on. Let me just find the guy.
He doesn't do songs, he does scores, you mean?
Yeah, but I recognize his voice on one of the tracks in the trailer.
Oh, it's so bad. I can't even find the music in there. It's not even saying what it is. It's like... I can't even think. It's just shit music. It was so bad. But that's the problem. There was no atmosphere. Like the scene when he's resurrected and he comes out and he's walking down the street. It's just a bloke walking down the street. It's just a bloke walking down the street.
He pop his collar.
The original Crow,
when
it's
Brandon Lee did it,
it's very music. It's shadows. It's long hair.
When you think when Brandon Lee did it, he was very weak. He was like nervous. He walked towards that bin, got the boots out of the bin the Crow was showing, and he was very like confused and like nervous and weak, wasn't he? And then it like kind of snaps, didn't it? When he realised that he could do that flip and he saw the hands heal, you're like, oh, and he was like, and that realisation of him going, oh, okay, and then he starts putting on the Hangman's, what are they called, Hangman's, the band?
Oh, the band?
Yeah, Hangman's.
He didn't put that on. It was the girl that puts that on later.
No, in the film, he opens his wardrobe and he goes into the cupboard and he opens the...
you see the picture?
Of Hangman's
Noose, isn't it?
Hangman's Noose, yeah. And he opens his suitcase of his band gear and he puts that on. After he realises, oh, I can heal and stuff.
Oh, it's called Hangman's Joe.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Hangman's Joke.
When he has that realisation and it's like, oh, okay. And Gabriel, the cat and everything, when he touched her, it's like, oh, it's amazing acting.
Definitely. And
it's called Travis Scott.
Did you know the guy that played the guy, you know when the guy's in the bed and he ends up killing him and putting all the needles in him?
Yeah.
The long blonde hair, that's the guy that actually killed him.
Yeah, I know.
He never recovered from that. That's why you never saw him in like another film, I think, because he said he never recovered.
Yeah, he would never handle a gun again. Travis Scott, he's big.
Post Malone, Post Malone and Travis Scott doing music in The New Crow.
That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is.
Poppy, pop.
Wrong fucking genre. Rapping.
The old one was Henry Rollins' band, 9 Inch Nails. It's like, come on.
That angers me.
That's what I mean, though. I think they've failed on capturing the atmosphere of the genre, because when we did that episode with your cousin, and he said that the music matched the film perfectly, the dark, raw grit.
It's meant to be gothic, so brutality. It was dark and evil music.
Yeah.
It just looked crap in the trailer. It always looked crap in the trailer. They clearly did loads of reshoots to try and make it better.
Shall I tell you about a brief bit about Blink Twice? There's not much I can tell you on this one.
I'm excited about this one, yeah.
I can't wait for this one.
Are you going to see it tomorrow, Drew? Did you say?
Yeah,
I'm going to see Blink twice. I'm not going to watch The Crow unless it's free. I'm not paying to see that crap.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. When you guys going to see Blink twice?
This week.
Drew, have you got you got a chance to see? Have you?
I was just going to go tomorrow because obviously I've got my Odeon, and there's an Odeon around the corner.
What, are you going to go in the morning before training? Oh, you don't not training tomorrow?
No, I've got tomorrow and Wednesday off, man.
Oh, sweet. Well, yeah, Blink twice.
Training, which is nice.
Yeah. Right, I won't ruin it for you guys, and I don't think it's. I think it's difficult to ruin, even though it's confusing. It's claimed here on IMDb as a dark comedy, psychological thriller, and mystery. And
can I say what I got from the trailer? From the trailer, I got pure M. Night Shyamalan. Like, you know, the one where they go to the beach and they get really old. Is that what it's called?
Old, yeah, it's nothing like that.
Yeah, it got. That's the kind of vibes it gave. Like,
I tell you the vibes.
In sense, go on then.
I got the Glass Onion vibes. Is that a closer ballpark?
No, 0 on both of those.
Wow.
Shyamalan, in the sense that there's twists and what you think's going on is not going on, but
I also got some Epstein's Island vibes.
It's more of that.
What?
It's more Epstein Island. Just no.
Whoa.
Did you not get them vibes from the trailer?
I just knew it was messed up, man. Some shit was going down.
Well, the premise, which is giving nothing away, it's a tech billionaire called Slater King who meets a cocktail waitress, Frida, at a fundraising gala. He invites her and her friend to join him on a dream vacation on his private island. Him and a bunch of people are going, and they got a connection. And then he comes back to her and goes, "Hey, just say no, but do you want to join us?" And she's like, "Fuck yeah!" So they go on a plane and they end up on a private island, and strange things happen. And that is the premise.
That's Glass Onion.
Yeah, don't give any more away. I'm
Glass
super
Onion.
excited.
No. Glass Onion is they go to an island, to do a murder mystery. They're aware it's a murder mystery.
Yeah, no, I get
Mr. Epstein vibes from it.
Glass Onion's fantastic. I'm not taking that away from. I loved Glass Onion, but it is a cheesy whodunit.
Yeah.
This is a terrifying film. This is more horror than anything else.
Oh wow! Okay, that's cool.
But it's not horror until you know it's
wait.
horror. It's not horror at the beginning. It's horror at some point.
I hope you're going to see it tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah.
Would you say it sounds weird, but would you say it's a chameleon in the sense that it just changes genres throughout, a bit like Parasite?
No, you know something's afoot very early, but you don't know what, and your brain's trying to work it out.
Because Parasite starts off as a kind of comedy, then it goes a little bit psychological. Have you seen Parasite?
Of course, man. It was one of the best films that year. Won the Oscar as well, and I was like, brilliant. I need to see that.
Yeah, and then I was going to say, and then it turns into mass horror at the end.
It's terrifying.
Yeah,
but brilliant. So all I'll say about Blink Twice is that, Zoe Kravitz's debut directing role, and she has smashed out of the park. I've listened to a bunch of reviews since I've seen it, and every fucker's in agreement. Everyone's like, "What the fuck was that? How has she done that on her first attempt?" Because a lot of people, I've said it before, again, if you've listened to Kev's Film Thoughts, you'll hear me repeat this, but she does say, people have been saying that she's been likened to Jordan Peele for Get Out.
Wow.
Like the first film he's done, smashed out of the park, and he's probably never going to.
Can you boys do me a favour? You need to watch Monkey Man as well, where Dev Patel does his direct debut.
It's available. It's like still 15 quid on Prime. I'm not spending that on it.
When it's available, film called Monkey come out. It's like a horror.
No, Monkey Man. Oh, that's the new one.
The Monkey's a new one.
Yeah, The Monkey. Yeah, it's Steven Spielberg. Not Steven Spielberg. Stephen King.
Stephen King.
But James, you'll love Blink Twice because Christian Slater pops up.
Orange sherbet.
And he has. I can't tell you anything. I literally can't tell you anything.
Wow. I'm going to watch it tomorrow. Orange sherbet.
Haley Joel Osment pops up as well.
What?
Okay.
So there's a bit of Shyamalan going on, bit of success happening.
A bit of Shyamalan, yeah.
M. Night Shimmy Sham.
Kyle MacLachlan's in it.
M. Night, Show Me Your Pajamas.
And do you know? I would never know this name's actress off the top of my head, but do you guys know a person called Alia Shawkat?
Yeah, we've got a timeshare in Spain.
Her.
Oh, she's in the comedy thing with
Arrested Development.
Yes, dude.
Arrested Development.
She's that daughter guy. She's so funny.
Maybe she plays Maybe.
Yeah,
and she's in Severance, that new Apple series as well. But she is brilliant in this, absolutely brilliant. But the two main actors are Naomi Aki. She's the main person, the cocktail waitress, and I don't know. I've not seen her in anything personally before, but she's been in loads of stuff, including Lego stuff and Star Wars and shit like that. But I've never seen her. But she's got a very unique face that she stands out. She looks incredible.
You're really charismatic.
Yeah. She just stands out from the crowd. She looks fantastic.
Unique face isn't a compliment. Harvey Price has a unique face.
Like I said a while ago about charisma, dude. I could photograph 20 good-looking women, but the one that will show up the best is the one that's a bit unique or got a quirk or something interesting.
Or a massive bulge on the side of her head.
No, nothing like that. She's just unique. And Channing Tatum, fuck me, he is slowly becoming one of the best actors in Hollywood.
I was about to say, is this his best performance? It looks like it.
He is unreal. He is the nicest, charismatic guy, and you'll have very different emotions by the end. A few different emotions by the end. And
I'm going to make a name for myself today.
Oh, did you know that we've had a bunch of comments on our Rage Wall. What was it? Rage Pool and Whaleverine.
Whaleverine, yeah.
YouTube episode, episode 50. Go back and listen if you like. On YouTube, we've got about 2.2 thousand views, which is pretty good for us.
Why aren't they looking at our other episodes?
But they're all commenting on us chatting about Channing Tatum, and loads of people saying that is was it Cuban accent?
Yeah,
he's got the Cuban accent down to a T. Apparently,
I mentioned it's slightly Hispanic and Mexican. Yeah. We talk about
but people say that, and he was on something recently. I saw it a couple of days ago, and he goes, "Oh no, that's how they speak. I studied the language for a while, and then for comedy effect, Ryan Reynolds would go, right, just turn it up to 11 so it's almost intelligible. So he just speeds up and slurs a bit more, and that's the mad shit. And he goes, now dial it down so the audience can understand what your next word's going to say. It's like,
but
I don't want to shut him my daddy's dick ready.
Yeah, but in a way, like, he almost steals the show. Like you were saying, a perfect example. He's in 2 big blockbusters this summer. He's in Deadpool and Wolverine, and now he's in Blink twice. And he's probably amazing in both, and very, what's the word?
Very different.
Where you're not the same. yeah. Contrasting. Yeah.
But he's what was it? He was interviewed last week about something. I saw it on social media, and someone was saying, "This is your best role ever. What is your favorite role?" And he says, "Fuck, I should probably know the name of the film off the top of my head. You all know it, and you'll have all seen it."
Oh, is it the comedy with
Even Weirder?
With Noel? What's it? Not Noel.
Even Weirder. It's
Jonah
called
Hill.
This Is. It's called This Is the End, and he plays a gimp.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
You
know that Zoe Kravitz.
Danny McBride is like, he just goes, "I got Channing Tatum here." He took the mask off. He's like, "Hi guys." Yeah. And he's just like, "Stop humping my neck."
But dude, how good is this though? Zoe Kravitz has written him probably one of the best characters he's played, right? And that's her husband, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're together, man. They're an item. I don't know if they're married.
We discussed this before and we were wrong.
No, I swear to God, they're together, man. Because in the Batman, he's at the screening with her. They're together, man. I swear to God.
Oh, they've been dating for 2 years and they're now officially engaged.
There you go.
As
So,
of
fiance.
October last year, they're engaged.
Fiance
But how
now.
cool is that though? Writing the thing and like, yeah, okay, I'll get my fiance to play like one of the leads in this thing
I mean,
that
the
I've
film was
written.
probably filmed like a year or 2 years ago as well, wasn't it? Always takes a while for things to come out. But yeah, I'm shocked. So I'm excited to see what she does next. But we shall see.
I think she's brilliant, man. I think she's a brilliant artist. Not just like you're saying, not just in front of the camera, but now behind it as well. I love things like that where
she did a good TV series.
Little
if you've
Lies.
seen the film High Fidelity, she did the TV series High Fidelity.
Oh, okay.
She's the main character. So she plays, John Cusack and Jack Black's in the original.
Mm-hmm.
She plays John Cusack's character. So it's a gender switch in the same plot, but just from a different perspective.
She's also in
era.
She's in Little Lies as well, which was brilliant.
No, it's not Little Lies. It's
Yeah, it is.
Or is it in Little Lies as well?
Big Little Lies. Sorry, Big Little Lies.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, my bad. Yeah.
I mean, she's not in it much, but it was good. Oh no, she's in more in the second series. I think that was a brilliant series.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
No, I know, but she's not in it much. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
very good in it.
Brilliant.
Oh, that was the weird thing. Just because Reese Witherspoon's in Big Little Lies, she's in American Psycho. It's like, what the fuck is she doing in this?
Oh, she isn't she? She's the girlfriend.
His girlfriend, yeah. And he just leans in and goes, I really want to murder loads of people and lie and roll around in their blood. And she's like, what, honey? He's like, nothing.
That was brilliant.
He keeps saying like really deranged shit and no one ever hears him.
I was watching, we watched Legend yesterday, the one with Tom Hardy playing both brothers. And my friend Tom, who I'm staying with at the moment, he'd never seen it. And he's like, oh, I heard it got really bad reviews and stuff, like even like a 2-star from The Guardian, which was very clever advertising when they put it between the two heads. Yeah, and it looks like 4 stars, like so clever.
5 stars everywhere, and the 1-2 one they put in the middle.
Yeah, and it's genius, because it's not false advertising, but it's very clever. But the film is brilliant, and Tom he really enjoyed it, man, and he just said that was fantastic. And he says the fact that Tom Hardy transforms as both brothers makes it so fun to watch, because he just he disappears in both brothers. You can't tell, like, it's amazing. It's an amazing transformation. But yeah, have you seen Legend? What did you guys think of Legend?
Of course we have.
Love it.
We talked about it before. It's very, very, very good.
I don't think we have talked about it before. I'd like to discuss. But
we've done impressions about it and everything.
Oh really? Oh, what I say? You think we look alike? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've done impressions on the show. Yeah, it's good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And now he's about to appear in Venom 3, which is going to be.
I don't know how I feel about that, guys.
Though?
I really don't know how I feel about that, because I'm going to be so pissed off if Spider-Man don't turn up in that. I'm going to lose my shit. Because I'll tell you what.
It's a different universe.
But what was the point in creating Venom? Because the whole point is he's Spider-Man's nemesis. Like, nemesis.
The next Spider-Man, Tom Holland, is a bad guy. That's a spoiler.
Yeah, I've heard that. Tom Holland's going to be a bad guy, bad Spider-Man, the next one or something.
Oh, so he might
get angry.
He might become Venom.
But no one knows him. They've all forgotten about him.
No, just bad. Just bad Spider-Man.
Evil.
Wait, is that based on the comic, though? So he's going to be a bad Spider-Man, so a nice Spider-Man's got to stop him.
No, there's only one Spider-Man who's going to be bad, because everyone's forgotten him. No one knows who he is, do they?
Yeah, but why has he gone bad? What, he's just like...
Playing the plot in the plot of the new one, so that's going to be the point of it. Something's going to piss him off. Maybe Uncle Ben's going to die in this one or some shit.
Uncle Ben's not around though in his timeline.
I don't know enough about comics. I just made a joke, and
I'll
it didn't
give you
pay off
time.
because you criticised my joke.
Because I
In fact,
absolutely continuity to your joke to death. Sorry about that.
you did. Or continuity you to death.
Yeah, that's true.
The emphasis on the cont.
You massive cunt.
That's terrifying. Is that maybe a smiley mug? That looks like a horror film.
Yes, it looks
That
like
was on a poster.
no, that looks like Wilson from Castaway. Wilson.
There's a new film coming out in 2 weeks on the 5th, which is Beetlejuice weekend. And it's The Critic, the new film, The Critic. Don't know if you've heard about that one coming out. I've got a feeling this is the reason that Quentin Tarantino is not continuing doing his film, The Critic.
Oh.
And this has got Gemma Arterton in it. And
Is that Mark Strong as
Ian
well?
McKellen, Mark Strong,
Yeah.
Leslie Manville, loads of people. Looks good. Looks good. I saw the trailer. It looks decent.
That's gonna be serious.
But Quentin Tarantino needs to stop messing around and do a film. He's the one I'm waiting for.
He's got one more left in him, Manny. One more, he said.
Yeah. Apparently he's in talks about doing something with a cartoon at the moment. So he can do one film, but doesn't stop him writing, producing.
He talks to Sony because Sony make the best cartoons.
Wow. What else are we going to chat about?
Fuck all. Let's leave, go home and have a sleep.
Well, you are home. And it's early for once.
Yeah, it's good. Let's chip off. I can have a bath, chill out.
Chill out in the bath.
Yeah.
Don't fucking slip under.
I might. If this goes on any longer, I might slip under the bath.
Be careful. Be careful. I'm starting to see.
Your head.
Oh, it's the Breakfast Club.
What?
I don't know what that means. The face.
That's a breakfast mug, surely, not a breakfast club.
It just says Breakfast
I
Club.
don't know about that. Why is that face the Breakfast Club?
I don't have a clue. It looks like Zippy from George and Bungle.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with the film.
Zippy,
so I don't know
wait,
what that
Zippy,
is.
George and Bungle was the name of the. What was the name of that show? Zippy.
Rainbow, you donut.
Rainbow. God damn it. Jeez. I'll get some flack for that one if anyone's listening to this episode.
Hello, Zippy. No, how's the voice? Hello, George. No.
Bungle.
Hello, George. No.
Bungle. I'm Zippy. Oh dear. I'm Zippy. I'm Zippy. Did you see the outtake where he says something really inappropriate to the guy doing the puppeteering? And he says something really funny, like, "Do you put stuff down your bit too?" And they're like, "What?" And it's like an outtake. It's really funny. I think if you type in Zippy being inappropriate.
I know. What the fuck?
That was like Britain's Got Talent. I was like, Zippy's Got Talent.
Oh yeah, Zippy goes, well, I can do a lot better than, can't I? That's what Zippy sounds like.
Yeah, like that. So that sounds a little bit like Tom Hardy. Legend.
Yeah.
I think everything gradually turns into Tom Hardy, I think. Wow.
So yeah, next week, I should probably stop telling people what we're doing next week because people postpone and shit like that.
Because it's a giveaway, like just leave them hanging.
Yeah. Well, if things go correct next week, the postponement from this week's will be on next week, which means we'll have a double guest for you. So next week will be double guest territory. And as we said before, we have guests lined up every week for the next God knows how long, and more people wanting to join, which we'll have to fit in next year.
It's very exciting.
Maybe we'll start doing some double guest episodes. If next week's doesn't go horribly wrong, then we might get someone like, for instance, Ross, the cinema guy we're getting on. There's no more space to look for him now till very late November, maybe December potentially, but we could get him in any week if we do a double episode.
True. Very true.
Maybe we could do that.
A jubilee.
Fantastic. Well, shall we end, or does anyone want to bring anything up before we go? James never.
I feel like James might bring up his Fanta if we. Okay.
It's Tango, actually, not Fanta.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Unbelievable. So inconsiderate, Drew.
I know. How dare I? How dare I use the wrong brand? I think they're owned by the same. They're under the same umbrella.
Be quiet for. Oh, was I meant to end it? Fuck. Bye. Oh, we got a new outro. You probably heard it last week, but here it is again.
This has been Rage Whale. Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you had a whale of a time.